some beautiful songs for us, indigenous songs, and I wanted to show you some of their stuff. This is a beautiful, beautiful space here that we call the Antique Fair. And every Saturday they do a lot of amazing events here. There's a lot of artists. They just sing for us. People come out and sell their wares. And this is an ancestral wisdom group that's about promoting some of the ancestral culture of the northeast of Brazil. They're not directly from the Amazons, but I try not to be in people's faces too much with the cameras. But look at some of these beautiful pieces. These beaded jewelry pieces here are, some of them are made from acai, so from the acai plant. The red ones, that is a specific seed, and I don't remember what the name of the seed is, and I don't want to bother them too much, but I did buy some cute jewelry from them. And yeah, it's a really beautiful day. I wanted to bring you guys around with me a little bit if anyone pops on. But this again is the antique fair that we call Bendito Calixto. Here's some more of the beautiful pieces, feather pieces. I have one of their feather pieces, really lovely. And the women are so sweet, and they're here in their traditional garb, which is really nice. I just love my indigenous folks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always very comfortable around them, I guess because, being a person of the earth myself. But this is where I like to come on Saturdays. For those of you who might come out here to visit, it's a great place to come if you're shopping for gifts. It's exquisite shopping here. I mean, there's so many shops and stores here. I couldn't even begin to even show someone the whole place in one day. They've got everything here, like anything you would ever want to buy. Um, I'll just take you around. You can check it out. I'm going to turn the camera so you can check it out. Okay. So here, lots of dresses, lots of handmade goods. So people doing different handmade goods, but then also a lot of stuff that's just, recycled. Okay, it is an antique fair, so there is a lot of antique type stuff. You have masks, really cool masks, even puppets, which is so fun. Handmade crochets and knitted items. It's just one thing about Sao Paulo, it's a place where the arts and creativity just really flows here. So you will not be short on wanting to buy things when you're out and about, wanting to buy gifts for everyone, and just really enjoying everything that Sao Paulo has to offer. If you are looking to come this way, we offer tours, so we can definitely help and support you in your journey, especially if you're coming to scout a place to live, which I know a lot of folks are looking for other options. This is a really amazing stone and crystal shop here. They've got stones. Brazil has a lot of mining of different natural goods, pieces like stones and gems and stuff like that. So that is really nice. And again, I try to be respectful and not linger in people's faces too much. But I'm going to go back over to the indigenous folks because I want to buy something else from them. But yeah, we had a really nice setup over there with beautiful jewelry and goods from the northeastern folks. So here today, this is the food court. It's going to get a little crowded and loud, but they're playing some old school samba right now. They call it, let me go over here. The elders, we got some elders playing. So that, I forget what they call it. I usually know, but I forget what they call it, but it's like their old school samba. It predates, it's called choro. Choro. I'll come back around. It gets too loud. I can't even talk. But this area here is where you want to come. Bendito Calixto. It's the antique fair in Jardim, the area of Sao Paulo that I live in, called Pinheiros. And it's getting ready to close down, so you're seeing a lot of people just walking around. The stands are closing up. But this is one of my favorite spots on a Saturday. You come, you can get Afro-Brazilian food down here. The sisters are out here selling food. You can buy pretty much anything you want is here. And this market is huge. It spans way out this way. There's so much here. And it's just really, there's so much to do on a Saturday here. Sometimes I just don't even bother. I stay myself in the house because It'd be too much. Um, right across the street, so you see there's a lot of vendors here. Again, they sell handmade stuff, they sell art, they sell crafts, and then there's a lot of antiques because this is an antique fair. But over here, and in the beginning of this video, I did show some of the beautiful indigenous pieces that the sisters from the communities from the northeast of Brazil were selling. Really lovely. They have really beautiful boutiques. There's so many folks out here today, but it's always cracking, y'all. Brazil is like this. People are always in the street doing something, especially on the weekend. It's just a very lit spot. Like, let me go up in here and show you some of the stuff. They got some Afro-Brazilians that are vending in here. But this is qualquer coisas. It's like the second part of qualquer coisas. This is just beautiful, beautiful pieces made from gemstones. This is a small room. The big room is way too crowded to go in there right now. But I mean, I'm talking about hundreds of vendors in there. Here, this I love her stuff here. There's a sister that vends in here, and I love her things. But yeah, they're doing some kimonos here, which I love, and we'll have to swing back by this shop and try some on, because yes, um, got artwork and gold. She has gold here. I don't know if it's real or what it is, but this is a sister's pieces over here, Afro-Brazilian sis. I don't know what she is today, but I see someone working with her. So she's a designer here locally. She does some pretty stuff. Really pretty. Oh, I love this jacket. It's so cute. It's almost got a little kimono style to it. Hi, how are you guys doing? How are you? Look at how beautiful. Oh, I love the orange, even though I'm not sure about that material. We got, so you see they have the African cloth. So it's almost like a kimono with African cloth on it. Really pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Here, this is straight African cloth, all African cloth. You can see it's got the kimono style. Gorgeous. Lots of fans. You'll be able to find these all over town. This is Brazil. São Paulo has a huge West African community, huge, because Brazil is very, very generous about letting people come and claim asylum here. And so there are a ton of West Africans here from Benin, from Angola, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from a lot of Portuguese speaking countries. There's only a few, but yeah, so we have a lot of that. And then we got some of the bakers and the oi to the bank back here. We got our wine, handmade bread, really beautiful breads and jams. And here's our wine folk. Hey, this is my favorite thing, y'all. I've been trying to resist. Cheese, okay. And then you walk around here, and this goes into the big shop. It's doing too much, so I don't think I'm gonna cruise through here today. But as you can see, hundreds of vendors in here. It's doing a lot. But yeah, this is one of the places we bring folks when they want to, especially if they're looking to maybe move to Sao Paulo and they're wondering about just, places to come catch some vibes, and get some good eats, definitely some good food, and also just to be able to and also just be able to shop. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to be too consumeristic, but if you're going to do it, it's good to do it with people who are makers, who are creators, who are making things. And you get a lot of that over here. That's something that's big in Brazil. People are really into being, artisanal and making things fresh and naturally and by hand. Here's another kimono. Oh, that's cute. So I love that. I'm not going into the big spot today, but I did want to show you a little bit. At the beginning of the video, I show you some of the indigenous pieces of the women from the project. I think it's called Aruano. Again, some beautiful cutting boards, really pretty cutting boards. People trying to stay out of the camera, as you see. I try to be respectful. And yeah, it's a busy day, y'all. I mean, one of the things that you will not miss here is activities, okay? Let me turn the camera around so I can talk. So here in Sao Paulo, we are offering tours, mainly art tours, because there's a lot of art and culture to enjoy here, especially of the Afro and the Indigenous type. Even though when you look around, it's a lot of white folk here, but that's because I live in the city center. So they kind of, you know how gentrification works. They don't push us out, and they live in the kind of the optimal, the best parts of town. But we're here in mass. Brazil, Sao Paulo is actually the blackest state in Brazil in terms of numbers. But Bahia is where you see the concentration of, you know, African culture and black folk. And when you walk around in for instance, in Salvador, you know, it's folks that look like us everywhere. So that's a beautiful thing. But I definitely highly suggest people consider Sao Paulo as an option too when you're coming, especially if you're looking for somewhere to live, because the quality of life is hidden. It's on point. Lots of access to quality foods, fairs, you know, places to shop, outdoor markets, you know, nightlife is off the chain. There's so many good things about here. Now, I had chose because of the convenience and the quality of life here in the city center. This is where I live. So it's a little bit of a not really bougie neighborhood. It's very kind of bohemian, but it can look real white sometimes. You know, sometimes I want to see more people that look like me around me, especially where I live. But, you know, it is what it is. You have to choose. And for me, I had to choose the convenience of really easy transportation, super walkable, great marketplaces, great shopping, great access to organic foods. And in order to get that, I had to choose this center. And so I don't regret it. Me and my children love it here. And yeah, I'm excited. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of it. And yeah, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's coming up. Maybe a lot of people won't see this video, but I'm excited. I finally got monetized by YouTube. It took forever. It was a big push, but I'm finally getting everything up and built. And we are going to be offering a free member, or not a free membership, but we're going to have, you know, membership on the actual channel, so you all will be able to join for extra tidbits for, you know, so there will be private videos where I'll do Q&As. People can ask me questions. You know, depending upon what level you choose, you'll also be able to get some downloadables, some different things that you can use in your decision making process as you're deciding, you know, where in the world you want to go. Again, I have lived in about 15, 14, 15 countries slash islands with my two children. I have a teenager and I have a young adult child. And she's raised her whole life, you know, very much out of the U.S., even though we would be there sometimes. But most of the time we were gallivanting, living abroad somewhere. And a lot of the last few years that we have spent here in Brazil, and not a regret in the world. So, you know, if you are interested in finding out more about, you know, how to make it a good life for yourself abroad, I can help with that. Just go ahead and hit me up down below. I'm going to put my links down below. I'll have my link for consultations. I'll also have my links for the tours. The tours are more if you're already here or if you're coming. But other than that, I hope